You cannot have democracy without having a freedom of expression.
Free press is a cornerstone of democracy. I absolutely believe that.
Maybe this way. Yes.
I'm just trying to do something good for my country, and I want to see like better Burma, but we've been waiting for so long, you know.
My name is Giovanni. I'm director of the Democratic Voice of Burma. We're now sitting in our headquarters in Thailand. We started in 1992 as a radio station based in Oslo, Norway. We started because Burma has no freedom of expression. People hear only one-sided propaganda run by the government TV station, radio station. So we started to counter that. You know, we broadcast 2-hour shortwave, and we've been running for almost 15 years. And in 2005, we started the satellite television. Our underground journalists cover the 2007 Saffron uprising, led by the Buddhist monks. At the time, there were almost no foreign journalists, because it was for everybody's surprise that thousands of Buddhist monks came out on the streets. And suddenly the government shut down the whole country. They stopped the visa to tourists, journalists. They stopped the internet communication. They stopped the telephone lines. So the whole Burma was kind of cut off from the outside world. And our journalists were almost all the people, you know, who were covering this whole demonstration. And we were still able to send out lots of TV footage, lots of news. And we were feeding to many TV stations, of course also back to the Burmese public. And it was not easy. And right after the crackdown, many of the journalists were also arrested. End of 2010, there was supposed to be kind of free election, even though we all know that it was cheated. But we did see there are some changes. So we started talking with the government, and we started getting back into Burma after 23 years in exile, and we started opening the office in Yangon in the middle of 2012. So now we close our office in Norway. We are operating quite openly now, but we are not allowed to broadcast in Burma. So that's why we still have our office in Thailand to broadcast back to Burma.
Yeah, Burma is my country, so I want to live there and walk as much as I want. But in this situation, it's a little bit like complicated. Yeah, someday, if I can walk in Burma as a journalist freely, go everywhere freely, so I go back there. But not now. Since I was young, my dad was in prison since I was 3 years old. So he was sentenced 10 years in prison because of his activities for the democracy. So maybe like it's in my blood. I could say that. So my dad is old, but now my 10, I'm gonna do something for my country. That's what I'm doing now. I'm in the feature team and short documentaries as well. And also I'm in the program named Internet Page. So me and other presenter, we talk about what is going on the internet and related to Burmese news.
Do you know if this woman was in the truck at that time?
She's not Red Cross.
Oh, okay.
She is just only living in Guangdong.
So not
Civil society.
yeah, okay. Civil society
for-
volunteer. She was traveling in the car at the time that it was attacked.
No, she's just only staying in Guangdong.
Okay, she's just a local providing assistance. Okay, excellent. Thank you.
One of the reasons that I am particularly interested in Burma is, aside from the fact that it's going through this period of political change potentially, there's a lot of misinformation or inaccurate information in the country, internally and externally. And I think that shedding light on the facts on the ground in a country which has for so long been excluded is very important. Do you want the poll in the original article that you just posted?
And just update it.
While this is an organisation which is the vast majority of people that work here are Burmese, and it's targeted towards a Burmese audience, absolutely, it's important to have some English language speaking people because there are people all over the world who are interested in Burmese affairs, and there is the need to present information to those people.
The entire world, like most of the international community, they're saying, oh, Burma is changing. But I could say that's not a real change.
In Burma today, I think it's quite freely. You can write whatever you want, pretty open. But then, of course, there's the danger of being sued by the government, especially like if you're talking about corruption by the government ministers or government officials. You need to have a strong proof, and that's always difficult to get proof. And even people who knows, didn't dare to come out openly. And the judicial system is still not pretty much independent. So it's a lot better than before, but there are still some limitation there. Reform is just started, and we can push through those reforms, but we cannot expect democracy, within 1 or 2 years.
I think that without dissemination of accurate information and without the freedom to comment and analyse freely, then there's no hope for democracy anywhere in the world.
Fighting for the democracy is not only like fighting in the jungle, like, shooting each other. It's not only that. We need to educate people. We need to send the message what is going on in our own country. They have a lot of information, but nowadays Facebook and websites a lot, but still the editors or the ownership problem, they still have self-censorship. So that's why we need to keep pushing them to change, to the real change.